Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Dominion Gaming TV. My name is Wolf, and today I'm joined by Imstar. How are you going?
I'm going great.
And today we are bringing to you a first impression series on Game Dev Tycoon. This is a relatively new game that has come out, I think, over the past week or two. Correct me if I'm wrong there. And we're just going to be showing you a little bit about the game, showing you, talking to you about the game and some of the lols that has happened because of this game, and all of that stuff. So I'm just going to click to continue to take you into my game studio. So I'm going to have to pause this straight away because I don't want to lose money. But this is the basic setup of the game. So we have my character here, who I accidentally made look Asian, but not to be racist or anything, but that's what he looks like. Then we got
there's no white man with black hair, apparently.
Yeah, but yeah. So as you can see here, one of my games just sold. I think I sold more units, so I got less money for it because. This game.
Were you doing a publishing deal?
Yeah, it was a publishing deal, yeah. So anyway, let's talk about what we have here. We have my two co-workers. Sam is significantly further ahead of me in this game because he's been playing it for a little bit longer. But yeah, so that is how the game is. So this game is like all Tycoon games, where you have something and you build it up from the ground up. In roller coaster Tycoon games, you would have where you build a roller coaster and then you attract people to it, and then you have like theme park Tycoon where you have multiple rides and whatnot, and you try and attract people to the game or to the theme park. This is a similar scenario by who was it? Greenheart Games.
Greenheart Games.
This is their first game that they've ever made, but it's
and it's great.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of fun. So, like, what the basics is that you start off in your basement and you start making a game. So the way you can do that, game convention. I'll talk a little bit of that in a quick moment. But yeah, so we have ourselves just these different things here. You have your action bar. You can develop a new game, develop a sequel. You can get that after researching different things for your game. Create a custom engine, find contract work, find publishing deals, my staff list, and game history and whatnot. So, I'll just quickly show you my game history, so I can show you what I had at the beginning of time. Was I made this military simulator called War Inc. I think that's actually a game that's already out.
That's a game. That's what what's it called? That terrible zombie game.
Oh yeah,
That's what the assets and everything's taken from.
Oh, anyway. Yeah, well, it got really good reviews for that game. Anyway, it got 3.
No, it didn't.
I got a 3.75, so it was respectable for that title. So my first game is you're just gonna choose these different things. So I'll go through the basics of how to make a game now. So we're gonna develop a new game, and what you have here is a bunch of different options that you can choose. So we're gonna call this game. Sam, give me a name for this game and tell me what you want me to make it.
Make it Wolfcraft and a sci-fi strategy.
Alright, so you put in your name here, and you can either, once you get larger and larger, you can develop for just much bigger games, but I'm just going to keep a small development budget because I'm pretty low on cash. I've been fucking up a little bit. And
by the way, we should mention that as the games grow larger, when you get to medium, the way you make the games are different. You have to assign staff to work on specifically one thing.
Yeah. And
the rest of your staff will just help.
I'll make a medium game after this one. So, should this be made towards young kids, everyone, or mature audiences?
Everyone.
Alright, okay, so we have your different topics here. You start off with sports, space, military, and medieval, and you can research to unlock more. So you can get, I have a total of like pirate, racing, fantasy, sci-fi, superheroes, time travel, virtual pet, martial arts, horror, and post-apocalyptic. Wolfcraft is going to be a sci-fi game, and since I have dual thingers, I'm going to make it...
Dual genre?
Yeah, dual genres, which is an upgrade or research that you can get.
Yeah.
I'm going to make it a strategy RPG, which will be a little bit interesting. We'll see how it goes, though. and then you got to pick your platform. So as you can see here, since they don't actually have the rights to be able to make all these different things, you have the Play System 2, which is the PlayStation 2, the PC, which is obviously the PC, the M-Box, the GS, and then the PPS, and then the Test 64. So you got all these different old
the parodies of consoles that have been released, and they do, like, depending, you have to have a knowledge of what consoles will do, because you actually time travel back to the start, so you do have the knowledge.
So what you have the knowledge of the development of the game's history, of the game development history. So you go back to earlier to 80s essentially. It doesn't tell you when in the 80s, but you get you travel back to the 80s and you build up a development company from there. I'm currently in 1996 actually. Coincidence? StarCraft? I think not. Anyway, so this game's going to be made for PC. So like you gotta have like different licenses if you want to make a game on like the M-Box or the consoles. That's why I've only been making games for the PC, because there is no cost for it, and the dev cost is pretty cheap. So I really like making games for that. As well as there's the mobile market. You can get yourself into that. You can get upgrades for casual games and whatnot. So there's a whole. It's really in depth what you can really do in this. And then my engine, I forgot to name my most recent engine, so it's Game Engine 6, but it should be the Dominion Storm engine. I think it's number 6. Yeah, it should be Dominion Storm 6, just the name of the engine. Anyway, let's go to our next thing. So we got our graphics here. We can go text-based, which is 5K, 2D level 1, and then we got 3D level 3, which is what I'm going to be using, because it is kind of sexy and state-of-the-art for this time. From here, you'll start seeing these things go up. You get bugs, you get design points, and technology. So from here, you get to choose some special selected features to put into your game, and put in how much time you're going to allocate to each of the different sections. So this game, I'm going to want a bit of story in it. Actually, could you talk a little bit about what each game needs for it to be successful?
Each genre requires something different. Say a sim would require focus on the engine and the graphics, while a RPG or an adventure will have to require more on the design aspects, like the world design and the story and the quest and the dialogues as well. Now, have you shown them where the bubbles fly up?
Yeah, I was about to talk that, but then the first development stage came up. So you have, you can still see them. So you got the bugs, which is just the bugs in the game, the design and the technology and research. Talk a little bit about them.
Okay, so the bugs you accumulate while making the game, you can release it with full of bugs, but you want to wait a couple of weeks before all the bugs are ironed out and you get a little bit more polish on the game. Your design is mainly focused about the design aspects of the game, of course, and they will help like more RPG likes or more games like that. Technology is for action, simulators, anything that people will say, oh, the graphics are great about this type of game, and
Battlefield, Call of Duty. Anyway.
Yes, like those kind of games.
Yeah.
And then your research is what you gain it through contract works, making your engine, or anything you do, you get research, and that allows you to train your staff or yourself, or research better topics or better stuff to put in your engine.
Into your game, yeah. Into your engine, which you can then use for your game.
Yeah.
I'll towards the end of this, and I actually have some money on me, I'll make a kit. I'll kit out a new engine for you guys. So, since I have a sci-fi strategy, just a strategy RPG, what elements in the first development stage should I go?
Well, because it's a strategy, they're more focused about graphics and stuff, but it's because it's an RPG, you want to kind of have an even balance between. Sorry, I gotta look up which one comes first. Let me just make a sequel of something.
You got engine, which is red, and then you got gameplay, which is green, and then you got story and quest, which is blue.
Alright, so yeah, you want to mix between your engine and your story and quest, because you're making a strategy RPG. And
Gameplay.
That kind of evens out the technology and design too, so that's a good thing. You get more ratings if you can even them out perfectly.
Alright,
Yeah.
so I'm going to put my gameplay about 2/3 and then the other two, let's say 9/10 on the way up. So they're pretty even. Then we'll go. Then what are we going to put in here? We can add in advanced cutscenes, just another 30k. Save game. We already got multiplayer, video playback, and a linear story. I guess. Do we want character progression? Yeah, because it's an RPG. Let's do that. So this game, I could make it so that it has a steering wheel support, but I'm not going to do that because it's not a racer.
Yes, those things are optional, and they do improve the game. Like it's retarded why, but it's optional. If like say if you make an RPG and it's not racing, you can take out the steering wheel and you won't lose anything for it. But you can add it and you get a little bit for it.
Yeah. So just here, every now and then you'll get these pop-ups like industry news. There's today, Microsoft presented presented their new console called the Mbox 360. It is the first of the next generation expected consoles and whatnot. So as you can see here, it is getting 1996, and this is coming out. What the hell? Anyway,
depends on what you set the game to.
I think
there's one that actually sets the right times for it when everything should come out, but there's the recommended one, which is everything's a bit little back a bit.
Yeah, but anyway, so I did put it on fast because I just wanted to.
That would explain why.
Yeah. Anyway, so we have the Xbox 360, which is basically looks like the console and controller, just changed up a little bit, so it's not copywriting or anything. So they're talking about. So you'll get industry news popping up. You'll get news, just people talking about your game, about other games, and then what's popular at the moment. As you can see up here, the popular genre is adventure. So
also there are decrypted messages from Agent Blowfish, and these, if you do support him, they either can hinder the opponents, which will increase your sales, or unlock a topic for you. These are usually good, but if you decline one, you won't get one for a long while.
Yeah, I decline them all the time. I thought it would do something negative to my fan base if they found out, like some sort of scandal. So at the moment, I'm gonna put on a bit of marketing for my game. I got 1.6 million, so I got a bit of money that I can throw around. I'm not gonna throw 2 million at them, sorry, or 500k. I think I'm gonna go magazines and demos. So what you can do here is add in different levels of marketing, and so with this, you can undermarket a game and you still won't get the sales, but you can overmarket a game. But if it's a really bad game, it still won't make it a good game. It'll still be a bad game. So,
but you will get initial sales just because of the hype.
Exactly. Yes. So
and that's hype is actually a big factor later on in the game, because if you do not market, if you do not go to the convention, you will not get the hype you need to actually run your company.
Exactly. So I'm going to go a small campaign, actually. I'm going to put on a bit of interviews, some ads, and demos, put it around. Just get the game Wolfcraft out there. So let's choose this one, and then as you can see here, ooh, the Test 64 is no longer supported. Sad day indeed. So we have, as you can see here, I got the hype of 9 and all the design elements and research going up, as you saw there. So now we're in the development stage number 2, where we have dialogues, level design, and artificial intelligence. So since it's an RPG, you want to be putting in a bit of, you want to be putting in some dialogue, and because it's I'm guessing
a strategy, because you want to get level design.
So
and artificial intelligence, because you put strategy first, right?
Yep.
You want that to be your overwhelming factor.
Alright, so we'll put dialogues second, and then level design in a close third in development time. You can put them all down here, but I do like to give my games a long development time so that I can make it as best as possible. So we're going to have better AI, level editor, better dialogues and whatnot, so we'll put all that inside the game. So you can see all these bubbles going up here, getting more technology, getting more design points. The hype is at 18 now. I got a convention here, so as you can see here, it's just ticking over the people who visited my booth. I got a medium-sized booth. So the games that are currently on display here is Wolfcraft, which is the game in development, and my last game that I published called Wasteland, which was absolute disaster, but still. So I got 162,523 people, so that's pretty good. Not compared to what Sam's getting, I'm sure, but it's pretty good. So that's going to give me some more fans. Could you please talk a little bit about what the fans are?
The fans are people who are loyal to you. They'll buy your game. You can expect to have that much sales. Yep. Unless the game's absolutely terrible in the ratings, you will get that much sales. If you get 5s and 6s, you're probably going to make that. Those fans will probably buy them. Fans are very important when you want to self-publish, big, large games or medium games. It would tell you require about like 200k fans to publish large games, and that's kind of just what would it take to make no profit on it. You would need about 200,000 fans and have a 5 or a 6.
Alright. So, we're now in the development stage number 3. We have world design, graphics, and sound. So for this, what would you recommend?
What?
We have world design. We're in the 3rd stage of development. We have the world design, the graphics, and the sound.
World design, graphics. World design is basically everything, the lore, everything. So
it's pretty but let's put that.
Yeah.
So I reckon
the graphics should be higher just because it's a technology-based game.
Yep.
Does that make sense? And what was the third one? I keep forgetting it. Sound's always just about medium. It's that's where you want always, really. Unless it's a simulator, you want to kind of put that up a bit above the world design.
Alright. Okay, so now let's go into the final development stage. My hype is at 70. It's getting pretty hyped up now. It's getting pretty awesome. That convention hyped up the game a bit. So we're going to get some good sales, I do believe, in the initial part of this game. So now it's going to have this final bit where we're going to put in these, finish up these last bit of the games. My hype is above 100 now, getting a lot of technology, a lot of games, and I can now finish it right now. Or I can let my 3 workers, myself and my 2 workers, iron out the bugs in the game. So now I'm finished. Now this will come up with all these different things. I have a new record of my highest design and my highest technology ever. Now my engine is just going to go through my different experience upgrades that I can add into. I can just have. So it's going to give me experience, give my 2 workers experience, and these different things. The higher level I have, the different researches I can unlock. At this stage, I can either trash the game and completely get rid of it and have no returns back from what I got, or I could release the game. So I obviously want to release this game, so we click release game, and then in a short moment we'll get a message saying that the game review, the first reviews have come in for Wolfcraft. Now we'll look at the reviews here. It's going to go through, and then you have your 4 different reviews. Star Games. You have the second one, which is Informed Gamer, and then I know the last one's All Games, and then we have this one is Game Hero. So it's given me a score of a 6, 7, a 7, and a 7. So it's pretty good. It's a pretty well balanced game of technology and design. The sci-fi strategy is a great combination, and it's just it's pretty good. So it's not the greatest game out there, but it was alright. So now we'll see the units of Wolfcraft that get sold in the first week, which was a total of like 37,000. Now in the second week, a lot more games got sold, and we'll eventually see this slowly decline off, and the game will go off the market. So in this situation, I want to be essentially going for my next game, or while the money's coming in, set up my next game, set up any sort of contracts I want to do, set up any sort of anything I want to do for my next game. So say I want to do something. So let's go research. I have a total of 54 research points. What can I do with this? You can see each of these have different prices. A new topic is a total of 10. I can get history, vocabulary, dungeon, and movies. I don't really want any of them at the moment. Yeah, gamepad. I should probably do that. Whatever.
I should warn you, Jesse. You have to research those. You only get a set amount of topics. and once you research one, you unlock the next one. So even if you don't want any of them, it's best just to research them.
Yeah.
Because some publishing deals require you have some random frigging topic like fashion. Like, who the hell would make a fashion game? But I don't know. But they say, oh yeah, we want a fashion action game.
I just noticed something. New topic. We got game dev.
Yes, there is a game dev.
Game.
Apparently, game dev simulator does not do what.
Well, game devception, maybe. Maybe that movie recently came out and it was a bit hit too close to home or something. So we have all this sort of stuff here that I can add into my next engine that I want. So I really want to get basic physics for my next game, so that's kind of cool. I can get backstory, virtual economies, and Easter eggs, and just these different little things inside game. Like I could even give my characters simple body language and voiceovers, so that we can actually get people to voice over the game. Surprise, surprise. So you can get all these different things that I can put in, but I'm going to put in basic physics. Physics is very nice in games, especially when they're really derpy and in alpha stages. So
Yes.
So,
Alpha 3.
Oh, I don't have 40 research points, so I can't do that just yet. So in the meantime, I'm going to have a look at my publishing deals. So I can either make an Xbox or M-box game, which is medium size, which will give me a lot of money to.
Ooh, by the way, I should mention this because it's not well known, but the Grr phone, because it's Grapple,
Yep.
is actually a console that you can use.
Well,
And then there's the Microcroft tablet. And the Grr tablet as well.
So this is a bit of a weird one. With these, this is a published dealing. So you get someone to publish the game, but you'll make it for them. So this game here that I make for the M-box is it can be any topic, any genre. So I'm thinking I might make the next in my sports game series. But we also have vocabulary action. And
some of them don't even make sense. Hey?
then you got movie simulation. Like some of these are really weird, but whatever. So I'm actually thinking I'm gonna go this one here. I'm gonna get a min score of 5. I think I can do that. So it's an any topic adventure. So set up your wiki. I think we're gonna do this. We're gonna get 10% of the royalties. They're gonna publish it. They're gonna market it. And they're gonna do everything. So what is this adventure game going to be called, good Sam?
It's going to be called The Lost Puppy.
Alright. And what's its theme?
What do you mean thing?
Topic.
Topic, virtual pet.
Alright, and then the platform has to be M-box. Really? For M-box?
This is not gonna go well.
Oh no, this is any platform. So, do you reckon the M-box or the PlayStation 2? M-box 360 or PC? Because PC's Master Race.
Yes, PC is Master Race, I reckon.
Alright, and then we'll go my game engine 6. So this game's going to cost me 275,000 just off the bat. Alright, as you can see here, I'm getting some money from the sales of Wolfcraft, but it's slowly dipping off. It'll eventually go down. I'm gaining fans and whatnot. So, we're in the first bit of development. I probably timed this a little bit badly because I had people researching it at the time, but in the next phase, I'll actually have people. So, what do you need for an adventure game?
Mostly focused on design aspects like story and quests. Gameplay is a bit more evolved with an adventure game. Unlike an RPG where it's a role-playing game, you've been told a story. Yep.
Alright.
So go with instincts.
Do we want the Lost Puppy, to be a multiplayer game to find the puppy?
I was going to say you were the puppy. Okay.
Oh. Alright, no multiplayer then. Character progression, because this puppy really needs character progression and advanced cutscenes and a nice story. So, let's go on to the next phase. No, I gotta drag. So this is a medium game, so I gotta show people what this means. So what we have here is my misspelt name of Wolf Dragonov, which is now Wolf Dragonok, because I pressed C instead of V, because I'm an idiot. So we're going to put my different workers on the different bits. So I'm going to put my most experienced guy in everything onto gameplay, which is me.
By the way, your Tekken, that really helps. Like if you put someone that has a higher design in artificial intelligence and he has like 100 tech, the artificial intelligence is going to be shit.
Yeah, I know. I sort of worked that out.
Yeah, I just want to explain it to the audience to know
sorry.
how in-depth this goes. People you pick to put on your, yeah, you understand.
Yep. So actually, I'm gonna put my me actually onto the story and quest because, you know what? I'm just gonna make myself do those two and let this Jane Welch chick not actually do anything. We'll put these two on. Oh wait, you can only get one person on. Okay, so we'll put Andres onto the engine. So the next phase, we'll see here, we have all these different things going. Again, getting some hype up, going into the game, getting made. So what's another thing that we can talk about? We'll talk about the late game at the end of the discussion here. Talk a little bit about the end game and what's the sort of things that you can find in that. And then, actually, for the time being, we'll talk about, just talk about the second stage, what you reckon for adventure. And then I'll talk about the whole pirated version.
Second stage for adventure. I just went past it. I'm doing a publishing deal on my game. What is it? There's level design should be second. Artificial intelligence should be high a bit, and dialogue should be level design should be first, and dialogues and artificial intelligence.
Wait, say again. First, second, and third?
Level design first.
Alright, cool.
Dialogues second, and artificial intelligence third. A close third.
Alright. Close third? Alright,
yes,
cool.
Third.
Oh, now I've got to drag my stuff on there. So let's put Jane onto dialogues. She really needs the experience. And then we'll put Andre onto the AI because he's a good tech master. And I'll put me onto the level design. So, okay, as you can see here, the game's now off the market. I sold 168,000 units. It's not a lot, really, for the entire cycle of the game, but I did get 1.176 million from that. So this game was actually it's had a little bit of controversy about it. The game developers actually made a version of this game that they published onto their website, and I think they planted around on different torrent sites, which was a pirated version for people to pirate. But it had this little twist to it. Once you got to this second stage that I got up to, that I'm at now, you start losing all your money because of people pirating your game. And
you don't lose your money. Your games don't sell.
Yeah, okay.
And then you lose your money because you cannot pay for your studio, and so on.
So it's a slow way for your studio to go under, to go bankrupt, and you just end up having to lose a game and then start again. But little do they realize that this
booby trap was not in the paid game.
Yeah, at all.
You do get approached by your legal company saying, your attorneys and stuff saying, "Oh, there's people pirating the game. Do you want to sue them or let them be?" You know, I was very worried hearing this news about pirates just eating away at this your money, basically. So I let them be, and you actually gain fans in the actual game.
Well,
you gain fans for letting them be.
Well, there was an instance where I was approached by my legal team saying, "Hey, there's this group out there making a game, a fan game of Sportsmania 6. No, it was Sportsmania 7. Sorry, they made the fan game of. Was it 8 or 6? No, it was number 6. I have so many games in this series, and it's like my most popular series.
What is EA publishing it?
But yeah.
Crank one out every 2 months.
But yeah, no. My legal team approached me and said, "Hey, you should crack down on this and sue these guys. They're developing games with your assets from Sportsmania 6." I said, "No, leave them be. Let them do what they want to do." And the guy sent me a message saying, "Hey, thank
Hey,
you very much for this. It's really awesome to see that Dominion Inc., which is the name of my company, is supporting their fans and whatnot like that." So that was kind of cool. That it got me some fans and gave me some brownie points. So that was cool. You could either choose to crack down to be very cost efficient and get money back, or you can just be very nice to the fans and then in the long run be a lot more successful. So
so we've talked about the complex side, but we haven't talked really about like where the fun comes in, and that's naming games and watching things happen. Like I just did a publishing deal for Ubisoft. You know what we're talking about. And they wanted me to make an action game on any console, any platform, or anything, and I had to make a required rating of 6. And knowing my genres statistics, I knew I could get that pretty easy, so I could have a little fun with it. So I made a romance action simulator called XX Lover, and it had to be for a mature audience too.
handy. So
And it's actually selling quite well. It's up to 2.5 million, and it's been the first week.
well, that's kind of good.
Uh, that, that,
It wasn't.
4.8.
It wasn't the downfall that TB seemed to have in his sequel for his porn game that he made on his live stream that he made showing this game. So it's good to see that there is a bit of a humor in this every now and then. So that's kind of cool. So as you can see here, finishing the game, just gonna let a few more things go up. The market has normalized again. Ooh. The Ninvento has come up with a new software, a new console. It's called the new Nintendo.
Hey, I've just finished the game.
All right.
The game finished. Congratulations, you have finished Game Dev Tycoon. You will be calculated the final score to show you some statistics. You may continue playing after that. So,
Cool.
okay, just
We'll,
saying.
we'll talk. Just stay right there before you go through it and talk about that when we get there, because we'll talk that with the late game stuff. So
Yeah.
we're gonna finish the game. It's gonna sell. We'll see how much I get, what critic ratings I get. Got some level up. Now gotta pay this bitch extra money, which makes me sad. I'm gonna pay I got a monthly cost of $118,000. It's really expensive to keep these guys. I should probably fire them and just go back to my roots and just have me. Anyway, so ooh, abysmal. Wow, bad
But did you
rating.
completely fail?
Wow, utterly uninspiring. All twos, so we gotta have abysmal, bin material, utterly uninspiring, and disappointing. This game was not meant to be at all. So, the Lost Puppy is going to sell a lot of units, but the company, wait, the
Yeah,
environmental
I
protection.
hit it big. Like, I know we're safe. Just saying. Um, when I got a successful sci-fi action adventure on the Mbox called Godlike, which had a profit of 363 million.
Wow.
Yes, you know what game I'm talking about. And actually, there is a AAA title, a big game. I just realised that because it goes small, medium, large, AAA.
Nice.
Hmm.
So the company that I was developing for Lowwood Productions, which I have no clue who that is in real life, didn't live up to expectations, and I'm getting a penalty, and I'm lost a lot of money. So I'm getting a lot of sales, but my fans are plummeting like through the roof, losing hundreds of fans at a time. And so as you can see here, I put some solar panels on in my offices, so that's kind of cool.
Yes, you do get approached by your staff to do some good deeds or put air conditioning in, and it does change your office a little bit, and it helps them relax. Have you talked about? We haven't talked about that. Like how we haven't
No.
talked about the staff.
No.
That's
So can you talk a little bit about that while I get really sad and read develop a sequel for my
Sports game.
for my sports game to keep me out of the red.
Okay. All the staff members are parodies of actual developers, famous developers. Like I've got a Joshua Gilbert and Jaden Sparks and a lot of others. I have most of them. I don't know the reference, but whatever. Now your staff has a little meter, and basically that meter is how well they're working. If that meter goes too low, it means they're not doing an effective job, and that means your games won't be effectively created. Now, you can combat this meter by sending them on vacation, and that fills them right back up. But however, they do come inactive for a while. Now, there's another way you can go, and that's training. And training helps them boost up. You can boost up their speed, boost up their research, technology, design. You can make them however fine and tuned they want, and they will level up. And once they level up, you have to pay them more. So a good way to do it is get their technology really high, or whatever, before they level up, because when they level up they get a boost, and that boost helps them. Now with training, you do get, when you get to about level 5 I think it is, they do get a little special training basically, and that's your boost meter. And the boost meter can be trained with anybody who has a 500 in either technology or design. Once they have this 500, it costs 100 research, I think it is.
Yeah.
And let me just check this again. Training for, yes, it's about 100. No, it's 20. Sorry, because level 3 is 50. Don't have, because you start out with two levels, and basically you can use that once the little clock turns around. Jesse probably can't show you this, but it's a little lightning bolt in a blue bubble, and that bubble will fill up twice. And basically you can use this any time you want. Best time to use it is when they're in training. You get a lot more, your course is done quicker, and you get a lot more for it. It's very effective if you want to get, say, your character up a bunch of points from like 300 to 500 in one short training session. No, that's not all. It goes even deeper.
1 second, I just want to announce that I got solid 8s across the board for Sportsmania 9. I always get good results with my Sportsmania games.
The boost is a little bonus you can get for your characters, basically. However, the main thing you want to try and stride for, or whatever, are your specializations. Now, this will help out medium games and larger games a lot. I have one specialized person, and he's Jaden Sparks, and he specializes in level design. Anytime he will work in level design, he will be 10 times more effective. He will be pumping out 16 bubbles at a time, and that's pretty big. Now, these all require different traits. Like, he has to have 500 in design and 400 in tech, or different variations depending on what the slider represents, what kind of tech to design ratio they represent. So that's a good way to learn your ratios too. And then it goes even beyond that when they specialize in one aspect, like a tech specialist and design specialist. That's your second specialization he can focus in. That means he'll get a buff to any design or tech he does, and that it kind of makes you focus on your staff. You don't just let them sit there, because your staff make your games good, not the sliders. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Yes.
As you can see there, these two, their sliders, they were pretty low. They're about just below halfway, and they weren't able to do the contract in time. They weren't producing the design elements that I wanted. So let's just have a Actually, I'm going to do one last thing before I go. And I'm going to create my brand spanking new engine, even if it bankrupts me. So, what's one last thing that we can put in here?
You haven't talked about the contracts.
Oh,
You showed what the contracts are. Basically, you have to get rid of all the bubbles before the time runs out. That's all it does.
yeah.
However, it does give you research, so you feel like one research away from training or a research development thing. It's best just do a contract. You get a bit of money out of it, and even if you lose, you get research, and that research can allow you to research the next thing to build your next engine, or get another topic or something. And that's good. However, if you do lose, you get a penalty, and that money's taken away from you. So it's always risk and reward, especially with publishing deals, because they have royalties, but they sell a lot more. And there is a penalty if you fail to meet this requirement. It means like you must get a 6 in the ratings, or you must get a 10, which I've never seen. But if there is that, these guys are dicks, because 10s are hard to get.
Yeah, the highest I've gotten is a 9.75, and people were calling it pure genius, like perfection. Nothing's going to be this good again, and like that, it's true. Ever since that game, my the Sportsmania series has been solid 8s, 7s, and 9s, but never, or like low 9s, but never that high. It's really hard to get a 10.
Yes, mine's 9.75. That was godlike, and it made a lot of profit.
Alright, so I'm going to research some basic physics, and I'm going to get myself, what is it? And let's say simple body language. So let's get that going. So I'm going to let those two researchers get done, then I'm going to show you the engine creation system. Oh wow, I'm going to have like less than $1 million by the end of this, but oh well.
Less than $1 million.
You're like, what is
I'm
this?
so glad I passed that less than $1 million stage. Once you're there, you're like, I don't want to develop a new engine. I don't want to leave anything out. Now, like, my engine has so much stuff in it. Like, I just took off the low-level graphics because you do not need them. But, like, having an orchestra soundtrack as an option, and moral choices and an interactive story, it kind of makes your game, like, what you would want in a game. Yeah. And this kind of gives you a sight into the dev's eyes, because you build games, you put your heart and soul in it, and sometimes they just don't work. Sometimes they get critically acclaimed and they just don't sell. Like Tomb Raider got high rates, but just didn't sell.
Same as I guess Journey and The Walking Dead, they're really well said. They have sold since that then.
Since like TV, since like Let's Players and said, oh, you have to play this game because it is
godly.
It's a work of art, really. That's what great games become, a work of art. And this is a great game, but I wouldn't call it work of art just because it's simple. It's a big clicker.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's not a cow clicker because it's not that slow paced, but it is a big clicker. You have to catch those bees. And Tom Scoffer is...
So
can't even see his bar.
the new engine now, it's going to have the level 4 3D graphics. It's going to have some stereo sound, a soundtrack, a linear story, advanced cutscenes, save game multiplayer, video playback, basic physics, mod support, steering wheel, character progression, better dialogue, simple body language, level editor, better AI, open world, and day-night cycle possibilities. This is going to be the Dominion Storm Engine 3. Alright, so now we have this, you see all my three people inside my company using the bubbles will go up now into the engine, and then once the engine has been made, then I'll be able to do other things, but all my 3 workers are working on that, and then some sort of industry news comes up, but yeah, and then also in the meantime,
Jesse, I should tell you, watch out for the Nigerian prince. I swear to God, there is a. No, I swear to God, there is a little pop-up. It says, "This guy would like to invest $2 million into your company, but he needs a show of faith by getting 150,000 off you.
Yeah.
Do not do it." And then it comes up later in the news as links game developers and people of all kind have been scammed by the Nigerian press.
Oh wow, this is sad. I only have $48,000 left. One more month, and I won't be able to pay these guys. I'm gonna have to lay them off. This is sad.
And that's just how it is. Sometimes you do the exact same thing, and it just does not work. It's because people aren't predictable. That's all it is.
So I've had to fire this employee. I'm not sure if I should fire Andres Lamont. Because he's a really good person in technology, but he's just his salary is inside that 48K that I have, so I'm gonna have to fire him, which is a shame. So I now have this kick-ass new engine, but
no one to do anything.
So now I'm back to square one. So before I end up this video, I'm gonna do a just create a sequel. I'm gonna make it King of Kings 5. So could you just talk a little bit about just the late game scenario, the progression of the game, and towards the end and what happened, and whatnot?
Towards the end, I think the only problem I had is when the Xbox 360 came out, right? And then it seemed like everything came out a lot faster. Like, I mean, the Xbox 360 came out, and within 2 years, the Xbox Next came out. And I'm not sure why that was, because it's been about 8 years since the PS3 and the Xbox comes out. And I think that's just kind of like, oh, we have to hurry up. They kind of put everything in perfect alignment, and then realized how far away each was.
Yep.
And then they decided in this latest patch to put an actual time set and a fast time set, which was everything comes out a lot faster. Yeah, and that's the only problem I had. There are some stuff I haven't unlocked. Like, I've seen it on the Green Heart Games. I'm not sure if it's a future patch or anything, but I heard about it. It's the R&D lab, the Research and Development lab, and it had like more staff members you could have, which would solely work on research, and you gain research over time. Like, they will study motion capture and how to use green screens and all this other weird stuff. And live action cutscenes as well. But I didn't unlock it, so I'm not sure. However, everything in the game is really well done. I've never seen, like, even, like, I'm in the large office, which you get a bunch of cool new computers, which I'm pretty sure they grapple, because I don't see any towers. Got a couple of beanbag chairs sitting around a TV. There's a whole lot of reference to, like, Meat Boy, Bit Trip, indie games, a lot of indie games, and there's a microwave and a vending machine. It's not what you would think they would do. Like, you see the first room, and it's just a room, really. That's all it is. But this is like, it looks like an actual office. Everybody has their individual desk. Everybody looks like their stuff is on it, and yeah. Oh, I just got the Research and Development lab.
Nice. So,
apparently, yeah.
So I am really in the red here. I'm putting all my money into this.
That's how you get. You can unlock your own convention, internet opportunities, license game engines, hardware, and AAA games.
Nice. So I'm putting all my money into this last game, right? So
you know that Japanese calligraphy game, and it's got a picture of a wolf on it.
Akami? No?
Yeah, it could be. Anyway, it's like really calligraphy styled, and all the pictures are really cool. And there's a wolf, and there's a moon, and sun, I guess.
think that's a Kami, yeah.
Yes, well, anyway, there's a picture of that, and it's titled Wolf. And there's Halo, which is Coal Protocol. And there's a picture of a Star Citizen, but it's called Hero Citizen. Oh, it's so good.
So, this is all that I have left now. I have I'm on borrowed money. I'm spending all my money into this game called The Wasteland.
Let's get the budget up.
And it's post-apocalyptic RPG. We'll see if
Ooh.
it works, and then we'll end up the video after that. Oh shit! I forgot to market it. Fuck.
I'm gonna try my own convention. Sorry. I can talk about the R&D lab now. R&D lab works on a budget system. You do not hire staff. You put a set a budget, and that's how many staff will come and work on it. And you sign a project, and it gradually over time it will do that project. You require a certain amount of bubbles again, and you get a little meter. It's expanded view. You know how you can move the camera, Jesse? Like you can move the picture? Yes, the R&D lab is an extension onto the large office, and so you have to slide across to see it.
Nice.
That's on a 1920 by 1080p monitor. So if you any larger, and it would probably be shown a bit.
The visit. Yeah. Okay. So this is it. This is the final reviews. The first reviews for my newly released game, The Wasteland, came in. Will this be the end of Dominion Inc? We'll find out. 7, beautiful. A 5 has its moments. This is a 7, enjoyable. And
Hang on, I just want to mention this.
a 5, have seen better.
But in the R&D lab, it kind of just looks like people doing arts and crafts in one section. They've got like coloured paper and they're drawing on them, and it looks like children are playing. They're all
So,
sitting on cubes. It's kind of hilarious.
alright. So, is there anything else that you can think of that we need to talk about?
No, I think we've covered all of it. If there is anything else that we have missed, it doesn't really matter. It'll be a small portion, and it'll probably be good as well. But I recommend buying this game. Definitely buying. It's only $8. You go to www.greenheartgames.com, and you just buy it, and they send you you get a link. So you just download it there. It's only about 100 megabytes, right?
It's 300 megabytes, I think. Or was it 100?
Really? No, I think it was 100.
Something like that.
Yeah. I think the Neverwinter patch was 300.
That's right. Getting them mixed up.
Yes, you probably got them at the same time, about the same time as well.
I just got the Nigerian prince thing. I'm a financial advisor to CEO of Wombola Oil Limited in Nigeria. I'm running because I know of your high repute and trustworthiness. Our CEO has authorized me to invest 2.5 million in Dominion Inc. We have deposited the amount at a safe bank and will transfer the money to you as long as but the bank requires that that I need 125k. Whatever. Yeah, whatever. BS. Oh shit.
Did you hit yes?
Fuck. Well, this is the end of Dominion Inc., guys. So.
Oh yes, I forgot to mention. If you do fall below the road, you have 50,000. However, the bank will bail you out, and if they bail you out, you get bailed out.
But it's only. I think it's only.
Yeah,
once
so you
every
have
stage.
to. I think it's a month, 3 months or something. You have to pay back the money.
I think it's a year.
Oh, it could be a year. Oh yes, I got the warning. This is 3, but yeah, it's probably 1 year. Oh yeah, I forgot. The actual months and the weeks and the years actually matter when you release your game. If you release a game in week 1 of month 12, it's going to sell a lot more because it's Christmas time. again, you got to learn more about the game industry. This is not just for anyone to pick up and play. This is more about people who know how the stuff about the game industry. This is for gamers. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yes. Well, I think, is there anything else that you can think of?
No. All I can think of is get this game. If you have nothing to do, if you're not playing Blood Dragon or the Neverwinter Open Beta or been stuck in WoW forever, this is a great game just to play. I'm not sure if it's on... It's on Mac, I know that much. Not sure if it's on iPhone or any of all the grapples or anything.
I know it's on Mac, I know it's on Windows, but I'm not sure if it's on Linux yet. I think it's on...
It is on the Windows 8 store as well.
Yeah, so you can also grab it there.
And go to the green light and vote it up for Steam.
Alright. Well, guys, I would like to thank you guys very much for watching. It looks like I will survive from that game. I'll probably be able to play for a little bit longer, but I'll have to rebuild my company from the ground up and actually make some money just by myself. So, and not freaking pay Nigerian princes. God damn it. Anyway, thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.